John F. Kennedy's inaugural address, 1961. We observe today not a victory party but a celebration of freedom, symbolizing an L as well as a beginning, signifying renewal as well as change. For I have sworn before you and Almighty God the same solemn oath our forebears prescribed nearly a century and 3 quarters ago. The world is very different now, for man holds in his mortal hands the power to abolish all forms of human poverty and all forms of human life. And yet, the same revolutionary belief for which our forebears fought are still at issue around the globe. The belief that the right of man come not from generosity of the state but the hand of God. We dare not forget today that we are the heirs of the first revolution. Let the word go forth from this time and place, to friend and foe alike, that the torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans born in this century. Tempered by war, disciplined by a hard and bitter peace, proud of our accent heritage, and unwilling to witness or permit the slow undoing of these human rights to which this nation has always been committed, and to which we are committed today at home and around the world. Let every one nation know, whether it wishes as well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose and foe to assure the survival, the success of liberty. This much we pledge and more. To those old allies whose cultural and spiritual origins we share, we pledge the loyalty of faithful friends. United, these are little we cannot do in a host of cooperative ventures. Divided, that there is little we can do, for we dare not meet a powerful challenge and oath and split asunder. To those in new states home, we will come to the rise of the free. We pledge our world that one of our colonial control shall not have passed away merely to be replaced by a far more iron tyranny. We shall not always expect to find them supporting our view, but we shall always hope to find from strongly supporting their own freedom, and to remember that in the past, to those who foolishly sought power by riding the back of the tiger, ended up inside. So those people in these huts in a village of half the globe struggling to break down of mass misery, we pledge our best effort to help them help themselves, for whatever period is required, not because the communists may be doing it, not because we seek their votes, but because it is right. If a free society cannot help to many who are poor, it cannot save the few who are rich. To our sister republics, out of our borders, we offer a special pledge to convert of good word into good deeds, in a new alliance for progress to us as free men and free governments, in casting of the chains of poverty, but this peaceful revolution of hope cannot become the prey of hostile powers. Let all our neighbors know that we shall join with them to oppose aggression of subversion anywhere in the Americas, and let every power them oppose aggression of subversion. Every other power know that his hemisphere intends to remain the master of its own house. To that world assembly of sovereign states, the United Nations, our last best hope in age wherein the instrument of war have outpaced the instrument of peace. We renew our pledge of support to prevent it from becoming merely a forum to invocate, to straighten its shield, to prevent it from becoming merely a forum to enticave, to straighten its shield of a new and the weak, and then enlarge the area in which it may run. Finally, to those nations who would make themselves our adversary, we offer not a pledge but a request that both sides begin anew the quest for peace. Before the dark powers of destruction unleashed by science engulf all humanity and plan for accidental self-destruction. We dare not to tempt them with weakness, for our nay arms are sufficient beyond doubt. Can we be certain beyond doubt that we will never be employed? But neither can two great and powerful groups of nations take comfort from our present course, but sides burdened by the cause of modern weapons, both rightly alarmed by the state spread of deadly atom, yet but racing to alter that uncertain balance of terror that stays both rightly alarmed by the steady spread of the deadly atom, yet but tracing to alter that uncertain balance of terror that stays the hand of mankind's final war. So let us begin anew remembering on both sides that civility is not a sign of weakness. Let us begin anew remembering on both sides that civility is not a sign of weakness, and sincerity is always subject to proof. Let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate. Let both sides explore what problems unite us instead of belaboring to those problems which divide us. Let both sides for the first time formulate serious and precise proposals for the inspection and control of arms and bring the absolute power to destroy other nations under the absolute control of all nations. Let both sides seek to invoke the wonders of science instead of its terrors. Together, let us explore the stars, conquer the deserts, eradicate disease, tap the ocean deep, and encourage the arts of commerce. Let both sides unite to head in all corners of the earth the command of Isaiah to undo the heavy burdens, and let the obsessed go free. And if a bleach head of cooperation may push back the jungle of suspicion, let both sides join in creating a new endeavor. No. Both sides join is creating a new endeavor, not a new balance of power, but a new world of law, where the strong are just and the weak secure and the peace preserved. All this will not be finished in the first 100 days. Now, will it be finished in the first 1,000 days? Or no, nor in the life of this administration, nor even perhaps in our lifetime on this planet, but let us begin. In your hands, my fellow citizens, more than mine, will rest the final success or failure of our course. Since the country was founded, each generation of Americans has been summoned to give testimony to its national loyalty. The graves of young Americans who answered the call to service surround the globe. Now the trumpet summons us again, not as a call to bear arms. True arms we need not as a call to battle. True embattled we are but a call to bear the burden of a long twilight struggle year and year out. Rejoicing in hope, patience and tribulation, a struggle against the common enemies of a man, tyranny, poverty, disease, and war itself. Can we forge against these enemies in a grand and global alliance, North and South, East and West, that can assure a more faithful forge against these enemies, a grand and global alliance, North and South, East and West, that can assure a more fruitful life for all mankind? Will you join in the heroic effort? In this long history of the world, only a few generations has been granted the role of defending freedom in its hour of maximum danger. I do not shrink from this responsibility, I welcome it. I do not believe that any of us would exchange places with any other people or any other generation. The energy, the faith, the devotion which we bring to this endeavor will light our country and all who serve it, and the glow from the fire can truly light the world. And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what can do to your country. My fellow citizens of the world, ask not the American will be do for you, but what together we can do for the freedom of man. Finally, whether you are citizens of America or citizens of the world, ask of us here the same high standards of strength and sacrifice which we ask of you, with a good conscience, our only sore. Whether you are citizens of America or citizens of the world, ask of us here the same high standards of strength and sacrifice which we ask of you, with a good conscience, our only sure reward. With history, the final judge of our deeds, let us go forth to lead the land we love, asking His blessing, His help, but knowing that here on earth God's work must truly be our own. Thank you.